weight seems like it's too much, we can just do all the exercise without. Good, you're gonna tuck your toes for me, take a nice deep breath, and we're slowly curling through the middle. And then as you exhale, you're gonna extend your spine to a nice long position and hover the knees. So we're not actually overly articulating, but we are curling on our inhale. Exhale, unfold, slowly bend, squeeze and hover. Great, 3 more. So again, warming up the spine, warming up the shoulders, and feeling how that breath continually goes inwards for that curl through the middle. And then we can elongate the spine as we squeeze and lift. Great, 2 more. And then last time here. Awesome. Take another deep breath, slowly coming on down on 3, 2, 1. Good. You're going to take the ball and actually put it underneath your right knee, which I know always feels a little bit strange, but that's where we are at the moment. And you're going to lengthen out the left leg for me. I want you to gently point the left leg all the way out towards a parallel position, and then bring the left knee across the right, and then exhale it up. Now again, if you feel like, hey, I really don't like this feeling of the ball underneath my left knee, it's totally fine. It's just for like, you're not actually putting too much weight in it. It's almost like a little bit of extra support, but you're still holding and lifting yourself from the center. Good, 3 more. And 2. Last time 1. Excellent, both knees come back to the center. Let's bring the ball in the middle again. Take another deep breath, tucking the toes. And then we're gonna hover the knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna bring your knees over towards the left, grab your weight, and you're just gonna gently hold yourself, squeezing sideways. Great, inhale, low, rotating down towards the floor. Exhale, squeeze the ball, lift on up. Cool, slowly rotate down. We're still just squeezing and holding, trying to maintain that our hips are more or less stacked on top of each other. Good, 3 more. And again, you can either keep your neck downwards facing, you can look forward, or you can even follow your arm if that feels good for you. Last 2. And again, squeezing that ball a little bit more. Fantastic. We're bringing the weight to the side, rotating back to the center. Take a deep breath. Unattach your feet. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming on down. Great. Bringing the ball underneath the left knee. And again, adjusting where necessary. Rotating again, shoulders back. Right leg gets floated long. And you're inhaling the right knee across. And then exhale, lift. And remember, we're still trying to stabilize a bit more through that left bent leg. We still try to keep that upper body super still so that we allow for that isolation through the right hip socket. 3 more. Keep that long breath supported for lifting for 2. Hips stay solid for 1. Great, coming all the way back, bringing the ball again in between the knees. Taking a deep breath, rotating the shoulders. Inhale here, exhale, squeeze and lift, and then bring the heels over towards the right side, grabbing the weight. And kind of putting that right heel on the floor if you need to, or you just have the left foot on the floor and you're kind of stabilizing through the right toes. Now remember, even if we're using a weight, we're still moving slow enough to feel where we're supporting ourselves from. We're squeezing that ball a little bit more whenever we need a bit more support. Great, and let's do 4 more. And still focusing on that twist coming from the belly button up, right? We still want to keep that rotation just from the upper body, even if our lower body is rotated somewhere else. Last time here. Excellent, weight down, hands on the floor, coming back to the center, finding your stability, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, take the ball out, and then just shift your weight all the way back. Awesome, let's come over onto our front of our mat, bringing the ball in between the knees here. And then grabbing a hold of your weights as you keep the weights nice and close to your body. Good. You might even need to walk your feet in a tiny bit more. Inhaling here, we're gonna slowly reach out. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. And exhale, return. So we're inhaling tall, squeezing the ball. Still sitting up tall, exhale, squeeze, open. Inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, return. 3 more. Now remember, we're still engaging the core, we're squeezing the ball. We're trying to keep our spine very supported. And finding how we can continually lengthen, even with the intensity of the arms. Whew, last time. It's amazing what not that much weight still does after a while. Good, keeping the elbows nice and close. I want you to look down at your belly on your inhale. And then you're gonna exhale, squeeze the knees into your chest, elbows are close. Great, you're gonna reach up the right arm for me here. And then the left, almost like you're running in place with your arms. Inhaling here. Exhale, lift. Or you could like lovingly punching the sky above, but you're still gazing at your belly, keeping the core active to lift and reach. Good, 1 more full set. And then last time here. Good, arms come nice and close. You're gonna slowly lower your upper body down for 3, 2, 1. Bringing your arms all the way up here, keeping them hovered. So you're slowly tapping the feet down and then squeezing the ball, coming back to the center. Great. At the moment, your heels are still together, or rather your inner legs, your inner feet are kissing. We're gonna be separating them soon. So just feel what that feels like when you've got the support of the other leg. You can still squeeze pretty tight. Good, last time here. Good, opening up the arms to a V shape. I want you to bring your elbows in for me and then reach them up. Now you're gonna keep your arms there. I want you to detach your feet and we're gonna reach our legs all the way out to somewhat of a 45-degree angle and then come on back, but don't reattach your feet. So you're inhaling, elbows come in, exhale, lift. Get stretching on out through the center, giving the ball a little bit of squeeze, coming on back. So it's almost like you're squeezing now more from the inner thigh region, trying to wrap the thighs a little bit closer together, but you don't have that extra push from the feet. Great, stretching on out, remembering to keep the spine nice and long. We're not trying to take away space, we're trying to create more space. Awesome, last time here. Elbows come in on the inhale, stretch it out on the exhale, and then lengthen on long with the inhale, squeeze, exhale, come back. Great, arms come up, slowly lower your feet down for 3, 2, 1. We're gonna slowly put the weights all the way down to the floor. Great, you're gonna remove the ball, put it underneath your right foot for me. Grab one weight in your hand, and then the other weight in your other hand. Cool, reaching the arms all the way up. I was calculating for a moment in my head, and then I decided for this option. Good, take another smiley inhale, exhale, head, neck, and shoulders come off, and we reach. Good, so we're gonna stretch out the right leg, keeping the arms slightly hovered above the floor, and then you're gonna exhale, come on back. If at some point you feel like, nope, I need to remove the weights, or you need to support your head, please do so. Inhale, stretch, exhale, return. Now both knees are still coming back into the middle to meet. Good, 2 more only. Last time here, and you're gonna hold here. Good, drop one weight down for me, grab the outsides if you can, and you're gonna lift the arms all the way up. Good, you're gonna lower the left leg down, elbows come close, and exhale, reach. So the left leg is doing the moving, the right leg is stabilizing. Great, and remember, you can also do this with your head, neck, and shoulders down if that feels more supportive. Good, we've got 5 more. And continually keeping the shoulders close, pushing away with the arms for 3 and 2. Happy moments for 1. Great, slowly coming all the way back to the center, put the left foot down, put the right weight down on the floor, reach up your arms a little bit higher, and then slowly melt down for 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's bring the ball underneath the left foot, grabbing the weights again, reaching the arms all the way up, taking another inhale, and then exhale, head, neck, and shoulders follow. and we reach and hold. So again, you're holding the weights above the floor, either upwards or downwards, whatever feels better for the wrists. And here we go, stretching on up with the left, out with the right, coming on back. Now remember, you can also put the weights down for a bit of support. And then when you feel like you're ready, just lift them back up a little bit. Inhaling, stretch, flexing out, exhale, return. Still again, trying to keep that consistency between the knee distance relatively the same. And that right leg isn't moving very much, just a small lower when we come back to the center. Oh my. Last two. And then last one here. Excellent. One weight down, grab the outside if you can, stretching up all the way here for a moment, and then bringing the elbows in as you lower the leg down, and then exhale, reach. Great, inhale, lowering. Exhale, pushing. Cool, 6 more. And remember that left leg is still grounding into the ball. You still continually find a bit more reach upwards while maintaining that length through the spine. We can breathe sideways. We can bring the belly back. We can create less space internally as we exhale. We still keep our hips nice and grounded. Good, 2 more. And then last time here. Excellent, everything comes back to the center. The weight goes down by the side. You're reaching up a little bit higher and then slowly melting on 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's bring the ball underneath the bum, or rather underneath the lower back for me here. And take again, one weight only in the right hand, and the left arm stays very planted on the floor. And you're gonna reach this left leg all the way up. Cool. You're gonna slowly bring the right arm behind as the left leg goes long. And as you come on back, you're gonna bring both body parts into the middle for a moment. And then I want you to see if you can engage your core and float the right knee up and then tap it back. Now remember, here I do want us to move slowly. We're using that instability of the ball and the extra weight from above to create a little bit more of a challenge to bring the knee in. I'm not saying it's the most challenging thing ever, but we're still trying to move with as little wiggly concept as possible. And if you do wiggle, then you wiggle. See what you can do. Great, we've got 4 more. And that right arm is not going so far back if you feel like it's too far, right? If you can bring it as close to the floor as possible, go for it. If you feel like, hey, that's too much, just bring it a little bit further back. Cool, 2 more to go. And feeling how that right oblique is really getting nice and warm. Just stay active through your control. Last time here. And all the way back. Great, let's bring the right knee in for me too. Keeping the right weight where it is. We're gonna stretch out the right leg long, left leg up, and then come back to the center. Good, right leg up, left leg long. Seeing what that feels like. Right, this L shape we just did earlier, and now we're just doing it in a different combination. So how does it feel when your hips are off the floor? How does it feel when you're sort of imbalanced with one weight up? Great, let's just do 1 more full breath. And then all the way out. Super, finding your way back to the floor on 3, 2, and 1, awesome. Changing the weight right away to the other side. So left arm up, right arm on the floor, taking a deep breath. And then floating this right knee into a tabletop. So you're stretching the left arm behind, right leg long, exhaling back. Pushing down again a little bit with the right hand as you slowly float the left knee into the center. And then exhale, fight gravity to slowly lower it down. So it's almost like I want you to lower it slower than you're lifting. I feel in this position personally, the lift is not so challenging, but that slow lower requires that deep breath and that stability. Good, 5 more. And can you still manage to bring your shoulders a little bit further away from your ear? Can you still find a way to breathe sideways even if you're lifted? And can we continually ground downwards as we find a way to float upwards? And each reach is another moment of just letting go, but still challenging yourself to move slowly. I find that recently, or often, but recently even more so, people are just moving really, really fast. So let's just intentionally slow it down even more than we usually do. Good, last time here. And then inhale that knee up to the center, slowly exhale. Great, finding your gravity a little bit more. You're gonna bring the left knee into a tabletop and we're gonna start alternating. So left leg up, right leg long on your inhale. And then back to the center, exhale, switch. So again, moving as slowly and as small as you need at the moment to just realize how stable you can be with all of these concepts of breath and awareness and core control. Great, last one here. Inhaling, reach, and then exhale back. Super, back to the center. Slowly lower your feet down on 3, 2, and 1. Great, weight comes down. Let's remove the ball for a moment. You can bring the ball over your knees and just slowly rock side to side. Okie dokie, let's keep the legs nice and long. Ball goes upwards within our hands. Take another inhale, and then exhale, peel yourself up to a nice tall seated position. Great, we're coming back here, and we're gonna put the ball underneath the right foot. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of like rolling with the right leg. If it feels awkward at some point, forget about it. The weights are just handy at the moment. The left leg is gonna be long. Great, so you're lifting up the right knee, you're pointing the right toes, you're bringing the ball in for me, and then rolling it on out. So inhale, right knee comes in, exhale, roll. Good, 3 more like this. And 2. Cool, last one here. Great, this time we're gonna come in towards the center, and when you roll back, you're gonna shift your weight. Nope, that's not gonna happen, I lied, excuse me. Inhale, rolling back. You're gonna shift your weight all the way back for a moment, put the right foot on the floor, and then bring your left knee in. Yeah, that was way too unstable. So you're just alternating weight now, rolling on out, right toes go down, left knee comes in. Great, that feels much better. We've got 3 more. Still trying to kiss those shoulder blades together for 2. Great, last one here for 1. Excellent, slowly come back to the center. We'll turn that right leg to a nice long position and then come back to the middle for a moment. Great, let's go over to the other side before we start changing again. I don't want to over challenge my brain today. Good, opening up the chest. Great, tucking those toes, lifting the right knee, and then stretching that leg out and coming on in. I lied, didn't I just have that right leg out? I did, I'm sorry everyone. Today's the moment, you know? Bringing the left knee in only. Great, reaching it out and coming on back. And if you do feel like keeping the right knee in the middle, by all means go for it. Inhaling here, exhale, reach. Good, 2 more. Last time. All right, here we go. Flexing out now through the left heel and then bringing the right knee in. Great, so we continue with that roll in on the left, stretch it out, and then right knee comes in. It's almost like you can catch the ball with your foot for a moment when you flex, and then bring that right knee in. Good, 2 more. Like if you time it well, you're really catching it. Super. Right knee in. Good, bring the right knee in, bring the left knee in, and then slowly bring both knees down. Open up and shift your weight back. Okie dokie, let's bring the ball behind the right knee We're gonna come up here into a nice lifted position. You're gonna grab your weight. And again, if your shoulders are very unhappy, please come down onto the floor. Good, you're squeezing the ball for me. You're reaching this right arm up and you're gonna swing the right leg back just a little bit and then come back to the middle. Good, so you're inhaling, just swinging the top leg, exhaling it back. Cool, we've got 3 more. Lifting up still through the side body for 2. Last time for 1. Good, I want you to stay here. I want you to lower the right arm down and then exhale it up. Holding here, we're gonna lift up the right knee and then return it parallel to the floor. So you're inhaling, lowering, exhaling, engaging up. Inhale, squeeze and lift, exhale, lower. Now remember, the upper body, except for that arm, still isn't going anywhere. You may absolutely look down at the floor if your neck feels happier that way. We got 2 more here. Cool, we can even make this whole thing an inhale. Ooh. And then this an exhale. Good, putting your hand down onto the floor, opening up. We're gonna just make mini pulses. So actually, before we do mini pulses, I want you to bring your knee to a diagonal and then let's do mini pulses. So squeezing here, still pointing the toes, feeling the difference between the knee lifted and the knee down. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna bring the knee down and pulse up. So again, squeezing backwards, lifting upwards, opening your chest, starting to sweat just a little bit more than I thought. Good, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center, take a deep breath. And yes, we must go over to the other side so everything is balanced before the time is up. All right, so behind the back knee, coming into your nice lifted position, shoulders and elbows are stacked. Your hips are stacked here. Your arm comes all the way up, finding that stability. If you need to bring the right knee in closer, do so. And you're swinging here and then swinging back. But remember, through the swing, you use the core to move only that leg. Good, 2 more only. Last time. Great, so you're lowering the left arm down, lifting it all the way back up. Then you're opening the leg and then lowering again, just parallel to the floor. Inhale, lower and lift. Exhale, lower. Good, and again, if you want to slow down the breath longer, or if you want to speed it up a tiny bit, that's fine. Just not too much. 2 more. Cool, last time here. Excellent. Weight comes down. We're going to rotate the knee upwards and you're just making mini pulses up. Again, looking down if you need to, still finding that space between the shoulders, the elbows, and the hips to be nice and open. Great. 3, 2, 1. Rotate the knee down and pulse up from there. Cool. Keep breathing for me. We've got 5, 4, 3, happy moments. 2, happy knees. Happy thighs, happy bum for 1. Awesome. You're gonna put the ball off to the side. You're gonna grab the weights in between your hands for me here. Sit up super tall and I want you to reach out your arms as you curl back for a moment. Good, and then stack right back up, elbows come in. So inhale, curl back and lengthen. Exhale back to the center. Good, last time here. And all the way up. Good, pointing your toes, lifting them a little bit off the floor. You're gonna bring the elbow to the right and then to the left. Remember, we're just twisting through the middle. Good, 2 more full sets. Last time here. Good, staying over to the right. You're gonna push up as your legs go out long and come on back to the right side twist. Inhale, stretch and lift. Exhale back. If you need to put your feet down in between, do it. You've got 3. Smiling for 2. Last time for 1, holding here, beat your heels together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center, twist over to the other side. Good, this is our home stretch, everyone. Stretching out for 5, 4, keeping still that space of the shoulders and the fingers and the hips and the knees as open as we can for 3, 2, last time, 1, holding here, turn out your knees just a little bit, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to the center, knees come back to the center, feet go back to the center, put the weight down as you reach nice and long for me here, just allowing the spine to wiggle. Great, and then find your way all the way back to the center on 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, perfectly 12:30. If anyone needs to go, they may absolutely go. See you later. We're just gonna take like another 2 minutes and just stretch for a second, okay? So we're gonna come actually into this side position where your left leg is in front, your right leg is behind, opening up your arms for me here. And you're just gonna bring the left arm down, really see if you can float yourself as much as possible. And now I do actually want you to bring your right hip a tiny bit off the floor. And then I want you to bring the right hip further down and you feel the difference. So inhaling the right hip a little bit off the floor and then exhale, remelt. Good, last time. Good, take another stretch and then finding your way back to the center, over to the other side, keeping both hips down for a moment. Great, take another inhale and then back to the middle. Cool, switching sides for me. So opening up to your nice T. So your right arm is coming down, your left arm is coming over, and you're allowing the left hip to come off just for a moment of lift. And then I want you to actively rotate it back down. So even if it's not necessarily completely touching the floor, you just see how the twist from the middle still facilitates this lower hip drop. Good, inhaling, reach. Exhale, hip drop. Good, holding there for 3, 2, 1. Pushing away. And then keeping both hips grounded as you reach up and over. And then all the way back. Awesomeness. Let's come into our last teaser. Bringing your knees underneath. Nope, hands underneath your knees, opening up your shoulders. We're just gonna slowly hinge back, stretching up your legs. And then releasing your arms, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet on the floor, shifting your weight forward, hanging nice and long, bending the right knee and then the left. Great, and here's where we say yes to everything that fits our vision of what we want our life to be, and we actively say no to everything else. And take a big happy smile. And then exhale, slowly curl up on 5, 4, 3, 2.